So I live in Spain now. That's a thing. I have left London, and I just wanted to make a quick video to talk to you about why I left, why I chose Spain, and give you a bit of a life update. Okay, are you ready for a bit of a story time? So as many of you have noted when I was saying on Instagram that I was moving, you were like, didn't you just move like not that long ago? Yes, you are correct. My partner Mark and I moved into a new apartment in September last year. And unfortunately, the landlord decided to sell that apartment. He was really struggling to sell it to an investor, basically someone who would be our new landlord. And he ended up having to sell it to someone who wanted it to live in. And so we arranged a deal together where he would give us like a refund of some rent in order to end our lease early and move out. And so, yeah, that's what we had to do. We looked for a while for another apartment in London. We really liked the area that we lived in. We tried really hard to find another place there, but even in the, 8 months that it had been? Yeah, 8 months. Within that time, rent prices for like essentially the same apartment as we were living in had gone up by at least like £300 per month. And that hurt because we were already paying a lot for rent. We were paying over £2,000 a month for a 2-bedroom apartment. And I was just like, I cannot bring myself to pay these rent prices. I want to live somewhere nice. I want to live somewhere that feels like, you know, a nice home because I work from home. I spend a lot of time in my apartment where I live. But yeah, those rent prices, man, just couldn't do it. So we started talking about maybe looking elsewhere. For a long time, I have wanted to live in Spain. I wanted to live in Valencia in particular. I first visited the city about a decade ago when Mark was going to university here, and I just kind of fell in love with it, to be honest. And it just became this place that I wanted to live someday. I always had it in my mind that this was like, someday this would be my home. When I started working remote as well, it felt like, oh, maybe this could be a step in this direction. And then in January this year, Mark started working remote as well. So we both were living in London, but neither of us worked in London. So when we got told we had to leave our flat, we were kind of like, is this a sign? Should we take this as the opportunity to move to Spain? We'd talked about doing it maybe in a couple of years' time once Mark had worked remote for a little bit longer. And yeah, we just decided that maybe we should go for it. It's quite ridiculous actually, but honestly, moving to Spain and finding an apartment here felt easier than finding a good apartment for a good price that we liked in London. Because I know that we could have started exploring other areas, but London is just so huge that we were like, we don't know where to start. We don't really have time for this right now. So when we got told to move, we had 2 months notice, and I was traveling a lot in those 2 months. I had 2 conferences in the States that I was going over for. It wasn't a good time for us to try and start researching other areas of London. That's a lot of work. If you've lived in London before, you'll know what I mean there. So we decided to do it. We luckily already had a trip to Valencia booked. We were coming over for Mark's birthday, so we decided to turn that into like a flat hunting trip. We viewed a bunch of places, and very quickly we realized just how much further our money would stretch here than it did in London. We've ended up finding this beautiful 3-bedroom apartment. It's been brand new renovated for much less than we were paying in London. So we've each got an office now. This is my very empty office. It's in a great part of town. This whole city is very small, so it's really walkable, which I love. I come from Wellington in New Zealand, which is a really walkable, small city. So it feels kind of cool to be back in that sort of environment, albeit very different because it's in Spain. So yeah, this is my home now. I now live in Spain. So I'm really excited to be, living out that dream that I had 10 years ago. It feels pretty cool. I am liking it here. The weather is beautiful. Things are definitely difficult because I do not speak Spanish. I can understand some words, like enough to go shopping at the supermarket or order off a menu. So like food Spanish, I guess. But I don't know enough to deal with like government stuff and utilities and that sort of thing. So I'm very, very grateful that Mark speaks fluent Spanish. Don't know what we would have done if he didn't. Well, I guess we probably wouldn't be here. And there's definitely a big part of me that is sad to have left London as well. I loved that city. I love London with all my heart. I think that I'll probably live there again someday. We don't know how long we're going to be in Spain for, actually. We've signed a 2-year lease, so probably that long, but who knows after that is where our minds are at. So yeah, that's what I've been up to over the past few months. And that's the main reason why I stopped making videos, because moving is a lot of work, especially when you're moving to a new country. It is an unbelievable amount of work. There was just a lot to handle. And to add on top of that, I also committed to a freelance project last November that I kind of started working on mostly, I guess, in February this year, building this website. It was a huge undertaking, something I'd never done before, and it was due to go live the week after we moved. So it was kind of just this perfect storm of timing in that way. The freelance project, the 2 conferences, and then the move on top of that is just, yeah, it's a lot for one person to handle. So that's why I disappeared off this channel for a little bit. Yeah, I want videos to always be a fun thing for me, you know? I don't want them to add stress to my life. I want them to bring more joy than they do stress, if that makes sense. Because I like making a video, I hate editing it, but I like the end process when I get to upload it for you and see your reactions, see the comments, get emails from people who have said how it helped them, that sort of thing. I love putting that sort of stuff out there into the world, but I don't want to put stuff out there if it's something that I feel like has been rushed or that, you know, I haven't been able to put my whole self into. Even making this video, it took me a while. We've been living in Spain for a couple of weeks now, and I didn't really feel like making it until this week. And so that's why I'm making it this week and why I hadn't made it previously. Anyway, I'm glad that you know now, and I hope you're going to be just as interested in my life in Spain as you were in my life in London. I'm really excited to put this office together. It's a much bigger room than I had in London, and it's really echoey. I know I need to solve that problem. I don't know how I'm going to do that. I think I need a rug for like down here or something. We'll try and sort that out. And yes, office tour will be coming whenever all that is sorted, probably in a couple of months' time. Thank you for your support and your encouragement. I'm happy to have come through this incredibly hectic time of life in one piece for the most part. Yeah, and just looking forward to getting used to my new normal here. All right, thank you for watching. I hope you have a good rest of your week, and I will see you in the next video.